Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Pedaling Downhill. I'm Corey. I'm going to be your host on all these adventures that we take all over New England. Today's video is just me kind of dicking around in my front yard because of what I'm holding here. This is the old rear shock that came in my 2014 Scott Voltage that is the namesake of this channel, actually. It's the whole reason it's called Pedaling Downhill, because everybody gives me a hard time because all I have is a downhill bike and I pedal it everywhere, but it's what I do. So I've been looking for ways to make the bike a little bit better. The shock that came stock on the bike, not so great. The shock that's now in the bike that I've installed recently, bueno, very, very good. All right, so the new shock that I got for the bike is a DHX RC4 made by Fox. Super awesome, lots more travel. They came with 3 different springs. The spring that I was running on this X Fusion Vector R was a 300-pound spring. When I did the calculations online, I'm supposed to be running 400 to 425. So I was really bobbing around on this thing. It was making climbs hard, it was just making regular pedaling hard. It wasn't fun hitting the jumps, and the bike itself just kind of wanted to bounce all over the place in the rear. It didn't really want to track the corners, so it's kind of a pain to ride. Here you see the old X Fusion Vector R shock. Not really anything wrong with it, just I'm too heavy for it, and it needed to be replaced. It's kind of crappy out, so I don't really want to head out to the trails, so I'm going to test it in the front yard until the rain comes in, because there's definitely rain coming. So fingers crossed that we can get some riding in. So yeah, nothing crazy about this shock, no special adjustments. The only thing I really had was a rebound adjustment, and that was it. So with the new shock, we've got low speed compression, high speed compression, and a whole bunch of other stuff that I don't even know what it does, so I'm going to have to figure it out. Here's the much beefier, much more expensive, and much nicer rear shock. Let's go out and play with it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna ride over this little spot we've got in the yard, a little up, and then a small rock drop on the other side. Got a pretty decent area here to ride in front of my house, though it does get a little busy with cars, as you can see. There's another one. We'll climb to the top of this hill, and then we'll take our first run in, see how it goes. Trying a new angle for you guys this time. Hopefully we'll get better audio too. Here we go. I think we can come at that with a lot more speed. It is hot today. That was better. Whew, awkward breathing. I'm sure you guys are gonna love that. Get used to it. Pedaling this bike will do it to you. Dang it. Here we go. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Come on. Yeah, there it is. That was the one. That was a hot one out there, guys. I am done for the day. Don't really know how much testing I actually got done. It was more kind of just playing around with it. But the one thing I can say is the new Fox rear shock definitely feels a lot softer when I land. It doesn't want to buck me up off of it. So I think I'm in the right track. I definitely don't feel as much pedal bob in the bike anymore either when I'm climbing up that little hill to turn around and take the drop back in. I hope you guys will keep bearing with me. Hopefully this one was a little bit better. I changed the angle. Hopefully we got some better audio. I added a second camera angle. This camera that I'm talking to right now is a lot more expensive than this little camera just hanging off the front of the helmet, which was actually free, given to me by a friend. So thanks, Maiko. Appreciate the little camera hookup. I'm going to put it to some good use. Anyways, that was another episode of Pedaling Downhill, where going uphill on that tank just ain't that much fun, but downhill, well, that's a different story altogether. Peace out, guys. That guy was riding without a helmet. That's not smart.